So I mean, it's definitely something when you look at it, you're saying we need, like you said, there's ways to do it. Things getting stuck in development hell and never seen the light of day, sometimes being shelved 10 years down the line. It's tiring. You're right. It's tiring. It gets old. You wonder what happens next. Um, and you try to figure out the balance. Not to mention, not only that, the pay, the fair pay.
Mm.
That seems to be a constant talk about, especially with Taraji B. Henson. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and it's only going to get more fluctuatable when you start talking about trying to maintain a percentage. You know what I'm saying? So once you start talking percentages, you might have to start talking like, oh, I can be flexible on my upfront payment kind of thing if you really believe in the project kind of thing or whatever. But at the same time, that's almost like spinning your wheels a little bit in the mud because now you're like, stepping back from, the numbers that you fought all the way up to that point to try to pivot, you know what I mean, into something else that might be the long-term kind of good look, you know what I mean? Like 5% of Beetlejuice, you know what I mean, is a good look kind of thing. But you don't know, like, you don't know if everything is going to be a Beetlejuice. You don't know if everything is going to be a Malcolm X. You don't know if everything is going to be something at that time. So you got to find a way to try to like offset that kind of thing. You know what I mean? And like, it's tough on females because I think females need deeper teams than males do. You know what I mean? I can run to Harlem and get my hair cut for $30. You know what I'm saying? Taraji, I don't think she can do that on a consistent basis. Like, even if I need my hair cut 5 times, and like Darren Goodberg, I got my hair cut like maybe 4 times. You know what I'm saying? And like, if I really go to the shop and really be like, yo, like, what's the real cost? $30, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 100, maybe $150 in the hole for my hair for the entire shoot of a film. Like, not a lot of ladies can do that, you know what I'm saying? Unless they come in with a locked look, and
they trying to get the same haircut as you.
Yeah. You a ponytail at most kind of thing or whatever. A lot of different scenes. You want to see a lady like switch her hair up and stuff like that, depending on the mood or depending on what the scene is and all of that. And makeup and wardrobe, like the clothing cost on a few. You know what I mean? So all those things you have to take in consideration when you're talking about taking less up front. But at the same time, that argument is worth it. You know what I mean? Because at some point, man, we got to really start thinking about owning shit and not just being workers for hire, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that's why she's, aching right now, because that work for hire shit, number one, is scarce. And number two, it's not enough. Yeah. Because you paying the team, you paying the lawyers, you paying your agent, man. Like, she went down the whole list, and you're paying the IRS. You know what I'm saying? So who's paying Taraji is what I want to know, kind of thing.
Right. Before we go further with this conversation, because I like where it's at, we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna come right back with our guest Kenan Thompson. We're gonna talk about his book. Got a couple more questions for you. We'll be right back.